Hi, I am Rahul and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss the chapter. It is the first poem of class 12 Flamingo book, and the name of this poem is My Mother at 66. The title of this poem itself shows that the poet who is Kamala Das, and she wants to express the feeling. As we focus on the title My Mother at 66, which is showing the old age of the mother of the poet, where I am going to describe this poem with couple of lines. So first three lines here are: driving from my parents' home, driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning. To Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me. So here the poetess explains that once when she visited her parents' house, when she had come in the house of parents in Cochin, and it was Friday, and that Friday morning she was driving back to the airport, and her mother was sitting beside her. And guys, when her mother was sitting beside her, the poet took a just glance at her mother, or she just looked at her mother. When she was going back to the from Cochin, it was the Friday morning time, and when she was driving back to the airport, when her mother was also sitting beside her, unke bagal mein, and when she watched at her, when she looked at her, here the feeling is explained, here the feeling is shown there. Doors open mouthed, her face ashen like that. Couple of lines here. Doors open mouth. It means her mother was just sleeping by dozing, opening the mouth. And the poet here further explains that the color of her mother face was like that of ash. The color of ash, rock. And there was some smoky appearance which was coming when she was dozing off, or when she was just opening the mouth when her mother was sleeping there. So what did she watch? She watched that her mother was just by opening her mouth, there she was sleeping in the car beside her. After watching that, what sort of feelings they come in the mind of poetess? Here she explains that some lines here, that she was as old she looked, but soon put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting the Merry Christmas spilling out their homes. Here she realized that the mother had grown old. अब उनकी माँ जो है, उनकी जो मदर है, वो बहुत बूढ़ी हो चुकी हैं, and she felt pain for her. But soon she tried to get rid of this sad thought. It was the sad thought that was coming in the mind of poetess, because after all she was going to connect that thought with the separation of mother. She was going to connect that thought with the demise of her mother, with the death of her mother. The thought that came in the poetess mind, which was the death of mother, that she had gone so much old, and now the way she had just slept there in the car beside the poetess, by watching her, the poetess felt like that. So guys, the young trees, she wanted to divert the mind. The young trees, although stationary, seemed to be running very fast, when she was driving the car, going back to the airport. She also saw children out of their houses into the playground. They were playing, and all these things were full of life and energy. She wanted to divert the mind. She wanted to bring back the happiness in the mind. Just she wants to go away from the thought of sadness. And here all these things, playing of the children or coming or moving off the trees, they all bring the positivity in the mind of poetess, and that they were also full of life and full of energy, contrary to her mother who sat next to her. So mother sleeping, the way she was sleeping there, that brought the negativity in the mind of, that brought the negative thought in the mind of poetess. But she wanted to divert her mind by watching the trees and playing of the children in the playground, and which brought the positivity in the mind of poetess here. So guys, some other lines are here. But after the airport's security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her, worn pale. So the poet continues that when she reaches the airport and for a little far away from there, she watches at again the face of mother, and she notices that her mother's aging face, it was so much aged face which looked so dull. Yeah, that was weak face, that was dull face looking, and familiar ache, my childhood fear. So I looked again at her, wan pale. Here some lines again I want to describe. So some lines here are, guys, when she watches, by reaching at the airport, when does she was there at the mother face, then it was just as a late winter moon in the sense that dim type, dull type. There was no charm on the face, there was no happiness on the face, and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood fear. But all I said was, see you soon. But she could say, the poetess could say only, see you soon. But she had fear somewhere in the corner of the mind that either she was going to meet her mother or not, because she was standing at the end of her age. But she says, I will see you soon, Amma. All I did was smile and smile and smile. And by saying this, by telling these things, she only smiles there. 1-2 questions I want to discuss from the exam point of view. What is the kind of pain and ache that the poet feels here in this chapter? So we can say, when the poet sees her aging mother who is about to die, she felt the pain of losing her. And this is similar to the pain which she used to feel if her mother was not near her. Another question I want to discuss with you, that why are the young trees described as sprinting? So the answer we can give, while the poet was on her way to the airport, she saw the trees beside the road which seemed to be running very fast. She wanted to divert the mind from that sadness to happiness while she was traveling very fast car. And those trees seemed as they were sprinting. So guys, I discussed some important questions from the exam point of view also. I will upload another chapter summary and most important questions for you. If you have not subscribed my channel, subscribe it to get the latest videos and update of my YouTube channel. If you have any comment regarding my video, you can put that in the comment box. Thanks.